So, hello, Team Komal. So today's video is like a culmination of so many things that it's a little, I really don't know how to start this. There's a good, there's a bad, and there's an ugly, which is me. No, I'm kidding. There is a good news and there's a bad news. So first of all, I'm going to tell you the bad one because I'm old. I started my blog in 2009. I named it Delhi Fashion Blogger because I'm really interested in fashion. I really like the nuances of clothes and art and lifestyle in general. I really like different things. I like things that have a personality. I like things to be just out of the ordinary. So I like that. And I like to write about it. I like to talk about it. So the reason why I started my blog was simply because I really wanted to give my perspective about new fashion shows, new fashion trends. And I really like to analyze the fashion world. I didn't really start off as a style blog. A lot of people did start at that time as style blogs. I personally didn't really want to go in that sphere. And I started off as a fashion blog. And then I got a little bored of it. I thought there would be something more. And within 2 years, I started my YouTube channel. And I started doing a couple of fashion news and what all other bloggers are doing and all of that. So I try to keep it fresh and keep it, fun. But then again, I realized that on YouTube, that sort of content did not really do well. But I really wanted to concentrate on fashion. But because I realized that that thing is not really working that well with YouTube, so I started to take a little right turn towards beauty. I never really applied much of makeup before. My whole family, we really don't care. So that's how I was raised. And I didn't really know a lot about makeup. I wasn't really interested in makeup. But since I started to talk about it little by little, I started to like it and I realized the sort of difference it made in everybody's life. And I started my reviews with basic BB creams and all of that. And if you guys even go back, you can actually see it. And I really, really like doing that. I felt after a point of time that that was not enough. And I started to make food videos. And after that, I started to make a little bit of singing videos. And then I started to make vlogs and all of that. And I was experimenting and I was happy. And every single time I sat down, because every single thing that I do it myself. I don't have a photographer, I don't have a videographer, I don't have an editor. So every single thing from the get-go was me, my camera, and that's it. Oh, my tripod as well. The last 2 years have been kind of rough for me in terms of work. Because I had to travel back and forth quite a bit. There were certain issues and my brain was everywhere else but my work, and I didn't really feel that creative. But this whole year has literally gone by in my mind playing tricks on me. Problem is that I went from being somebody that was excited about doing something new to somebody that was continuously doing the same thing for a long period of time, that now I'm actually bored of what I was doing before, which was interesting. I'm pretty sure if you guys have started to like something when you were 19 years old. I started my blog when I was 19 years old. So I'm pretty sure when you were 19 years old, you loved Twilight and all of that. And then, by the time you're this old, you're like, no. I have been feeling extremely uninspired. I have been feeling extremely just in terms of creativity. Every single time I asked you guys any ideas that you had, I felt really pumped about doing it initially. And then my brain would just be like, but you've already done that before. But you've already done this before. And how are you going to make that interesting? And how are you going to, in my brain was just you know what, you've already done that. And you've already done that nicely before, so don't do it again. Because you're just repeating yourself. I started to feel like I was consistently doing the same thing over and over again without anything becoming better or, me doing anything that's new. And every single time I want to do something new, my brain would be like, well, you've already done that before. As a blogger that started in 2009, things have just become, oh my God, they're so crazy.
Too much mehnat.
When I started in 2009, not only was blogging very genuine, it was also at a very normal pace. You didn't have to put up a content plan in place. The interaction was very genuine, and whatever you said was taken seriously, and whatever you were talking about, you knew that your readers will believe it. Now we want to have the biggest numbers, we want to have the biggest following, but the interaction and the genuineness, or the sort of like the sort of trust you have with your readers has gone. And for somebody like me who works at a very old school level, it's so difficult for me to understand. All of my pictures, I do all of my videos, recording as well as editing, and I do my own management. I did have a management team for 2 years in the middle, that didn't really do that well, and now I'm just doing every single thing by my own self. So for somebody like me, it was like a really huge shift, and I didn't really realize it because my mentality is always like, I can handle it, like, yeah, it's okay, I can do it. And then I don't realize the sort of mental stress that I get out of it. Another big issue I feel, so my background is actually in social media marketing, and it's really funny because I know how exactly the social media platforms work, but as a blogger, I was hell-bent on doing things the old way because I know how much interaction means as compared to the amount of your reach. I knew how platforms have changed as a social media person, okay? I understood it. I know exactly how platforms have changed, but, and this is a huge but, my love and my passion for blogging made me blind to those changes in social media platforms. I thought that maybe if I kept on doing the same thing as I had done before, maybe that would give me the same amount of interaction and same amount of trust and, like, to and fro with you guys. Sadly, that didn't happen. In 2009, the content had to be created on specific platforms, the big platforms that actually could hold on to that content. So the content was, like, video content was created on YouTube, and most of the textual, like picture ones, did really go to Twitter. Although Instagram was upcoming, it wasn't really up until 2014 end that it became like the platform. You create the content for these big platforms, and then all you have to do is share the link of that on the smaller platforms. And that was the sort of thing that we used to do. And I kept on doing it. Sadly, now every single platform requires its own content. Every single platform has its own dimensions. It has its own like color scheme. It has its own algorithm. So when you're creating content, you can't just create content for one platform and expect it to work on every single platform. Now, that's nice when you say it. It seems like it's doable. But when you're a single person working on a blog, you're going to lose out a lot on all of this, because even if you know the analysis of it, creating content for different platforms in different like dimensions and everything is super difficult. I'm not saying that it's not doable, it obviously is. Because of this, bloggers have to hire videographers, they have to hire photographers, they have to hire video editors, because there's no way in hell that one person, single brain, can do all of these things. And it's not possible. It takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of sanity. And I felt like maybe my biggest mistake was to think that I could actually do it and then end up literally not doing anything. It's just like, I felt like I could do it, and I was trying and I was trying, and I would fail once and twice and thrice, and I would just be like, oh, let's just whatever. I couldn't keep up. Like, I thought I would post pictures on Instagram and then every single day, and then I could do like a video every single day, and then I could post on Facebook every single day, and it's not possible. Like, now that I think about it, it makes sense that I thought that I could do all of that one person. It's not possible.
From caterpillar to butterfly.
So these past 2 weeks, I sat down and I thought a lot. And then I actually understood every single thing that was happening, because I wanted closure. I was like, this is not happening. I cannot be like running around in circles. And I have figured out a way that I can be consistent, I can be creative, and I can be innovative. And it might be a little bit of a problem, but I've still thought about it. I totally forgot that the only consistent thing in the world is change. Like, that is what you need. I need growth, I need change, and I really need to evolve. I thought, what can I really do to change was simply to care more about the sort of content I was putting out rather than the amount of what I was putting out. There's no point of me putting out like a selfie every single day writing an inspirational quote, because let's be honest, that does not do anything. My channel definitely needs a gust of the change wind, and the first thing I'm actually thinking about doing is changing the name of my channel. I really think that name resonates on this platform anymore, because let's be honest, most of my content has nothing to do with Delhi anymore. Most of my content has nothing to do with fashion anymore. So I wanted to name it something that was personal and something that resonated with me. And I was thinking about my name, but my name is just like, so yeah. So the good news is I finally figured it out. The bad news is I'm still kind of skeptical about what name I'm going to give to my channel. But another good news is that I really want to concentrate on good content. I also think it's not possible for me to upload 3 videos every single week. It's just not going to be possible, because I just take more time now to kind of create like a holistic idea of a video. And if I'm going to be going out and making the video, and if I would need to interview people, I think I need more time. So I was thinking maybe 1 video a week on YouTube, and maybe alternate days I would be able to upload on Instagram. Now Instagram, since that platform works really well with pictures, I was thinking maybe I could do some outfit, or I can talk about a little fashion trend here and there. Also, if I could just do beauty and all of that there, because at that platform it actually works. On my blog, I'm focusing on going back to fashion only, specifically focusing on fashion weeks. Sadly, I haven't been able to attend a fashion week because this season when it happened, I had dengue, so I couldn't really go. Yeah, I feel so relieved that I talked to you guys about this. Let me know what you guys think about me uploading only once on YouTube. Would want me to put like more pictures on YouTube talking to you guys, or if you want a live session and 1 video a week, let me know what you guys think about that. Oh, also, before I forget, I also need help. If you guys could help me with the name. I was thinking my name, but that's kind of boring. Let's be honest. I feel great in this headspace. I'm getting a little emotional, but I actually feel like what I felt when I started my channel, about being excited about, you know, like creating new videos. And if you guys could let me know what exactly was it that made you follow me. If you guys could let me know what was the oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna cry. If you guys could let me know what was the first video that you saw of me, what was something that made you follow me, maybe it would help me a little bit more to, like, you know, push me further and try to like go into my character. And I think I'm rambling now. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, then subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button. If you have any questions, definitely leave that in the comment section. I don't know why you would have questions in this video, but still, if you do, comment section. And that's it. I hope you guys like this video, and if you didn't, subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, and if you have any help that you can do in the comment section, please write a comment for me, okay?